Okay, so in this particular video, I want to share my opinion on variation. And what is variation? Variation is when you get added prices to the original purchase price of a property. So let's say you have bought a property for 50 million naira and you get variation of 5 million naira. And now let's look at what are the causes of variation. Now, companies' terms and conditions vary from places to places. Before now, 2023, 2024, 2025, most companies would just let you buy properties and then they ask you to pay up in 18 months, in 24 months. But now it is very, very scarce for you to get a company who sells to you and let you pay that long. But of course, properties that are more expensive, like 200 million, 300 million, 400 or 500, they let you pay for that period. And of course, they factored in inflation. So, but however, if you are not a first-time investor, if you have invested in property earlier before now, you must have encountered variation one way or the other, a company calling you and telling you that they will add money. That can happen because the prices of building material in Nigeria is not regulated. And so you can sleep today and wake up tomorrow. Before 2026, 2023, 2024, you can actually buy a trailer of cement for 4.5 million naira, 4.8 million. But currently now, you can't even buy a trailer of cement, 900 bags for 10 million naira. No, you'll be spending around 12 million to 13 million naira for you to buy a trailer of cement. So imagine that somebody has sold a property to you. That is about more than 100%, almost 200% increase on that. If the person has sold the property to you, at the end of the day, if the property was not overpriced to take care of inflation, then what happened at the end of the day is you realize that they tell you that you need to put a little extra on it for them to be able to develop their property. And also, if you are investing, one other factor can cause you to can cause them to give you variation. So before I talk about that, what the developer do to curb the issue of variation? Now people do shorter payment period. They ask you to buy in 6 months, 6-month payment period. If you are going for 12 months, then 12-month payment period is selling at a different price, so that the interest on it can take care of the inflation. They give a different price for 6 months, for 12 months, for 18 months, for 24 months, so that they have already factored in the interest that may happen as a result of inflation. So that takes care of it. But if you have invested and they didn't have different payments for those periods, what can you do to avoid paying variation? Go for shorter period payment plan, number one. Number two, stick to your payment plan. Don't buy a house to pay up in 12 months. In 24 months, you haven't paid and you still expect the developer to accept the same amount. It doesn't work for them. If the developer continues like that, what's going to happen is that they are going to shut down at the end of the day. Because if a developer has sold you a 1-bedroom apartment for 15 million or 20 million naira in 2023, there's no way it can deliver with the price of building material. In fact, if I did the direct bill of quantity for a 2-bedroom bungalow, it costs more than 3-bedroom bungalow. It costs more than 15 million naira. So if you have bought a small apartment, like a security house with a living room, bedroom and co, you spend nearly that. If it's a luxury house, a house that is well designed, proper, parapet and all those other stuff. So to avoid paying variation, stick to your payment period. Don't buy a house to pay up in 6 months and you are paying up in 10 months. Because what happens is the developer has planned around your payment and thought that, okay, if this person's payment coming, we could buy the material in bulk and put it down. And you are bought for 6-month payment period, you didn't pay, then in the next 24 months, you are coming for your property. And then when you come for your property, they tell you there's additional money, you don't want to do that, and then there's problem. So to avoid variation, number one, go for shorter payment period. Number two, stick to your payment period. If for any reason you need to exceed your payment period, then reach out to the developer and try and sit down with them and reason with them to decide on what to do so that you can retain that property. And of course, option 3, they can revoke the property and give you your money back. But of course, some developer also has the policy that if you default and you want your money back, you lose part of the money you have paid to administrative purpose. And this is why, if an agent brought you when you bought that property, they've already paid the agent commission. They probably have paid tax, on the commission also, and they must have done some other administrative stuff on that particular property. So if you go to just collect your money back, what happened is that you would have caused the company to incur a loss because they have already paid the agent who brought you and things like that. I hope this helps when you're investing in property next time.